Attention. If you're about to go out of business, if your business is struggling, or you're having a hard time scaling your business, this message is for you. The lifeblood of any business is sales, but in order to get sales, you need qualified leads. No leads equal no sales equal no business. Join me on my latest workshop at www.ineedmoreleads.pro. That's ineedmoreleads.pro, P-R-O. This workshop will teach you how to build a simple lead generation system without clunky funnel software that will give you a predictable flow of qualified leads every single day, which in turn will increase your sales and help you grow and scale your business. Enrolling in this program is a no-brainer. The investment is a one-time investment of only $29 for the program, which is less than you spend at Starbucks each month. If you're ready to save your business or transform your business, go to www.ineedmoreleads.pro. That's ineedmoreleads.pro while the program is available. Welcome to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, the #1 podcast and resource for Black entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful, sustainable businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the worldwide Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. If you're currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, you're invited to join us each and every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family and get ready to elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 511. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another outstanding and informative show in store for you. Today's show topic is titled Divorce the Grind Mentality and Marry the System Mentality. Divorce the grind mentality and marry the system mentality. In this episode, I'm going to break down the paradigm shift that can redefine success for the modern entrepreneur. So divorcing the grind mentality and marrying the system mentality is basically a paradigm shift. We are always talking about grinding and hustling. That's great, but is that sustainable? So today I'm going to talk about why you need to change your mindset from that grind mentality to the system mentality, and I'm going to give you several systems that you need to grow and scale a successful business. Now, before we get to today's content, I just want to share a few things with the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint family. First and foremost, I want to welcome all first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's broadcast, and I'm going to share all my social media contact information and resource links, such as the link to my latest workshop at ineedmoreleads.pro. ineedmoreleads.pro. If you're looking to keep yourself in business, to scale your business, to grow your business, you have to have sales. And in order to have sales, you need quality prospects. So if you want to learn how to drive quality prospects into your system daily so you can convert them to sales and grow your business, go to ineedmoreleads.pro while the program is still available. Now let's jump into today's content. Divorce the grind mentality and marry the system mentality. All we hear about all the time, guys, is I'm grinding, I'm getting it from the mud, I'm hustling. You know, and that concept is cool and all, but the concept of hard work is not going to be sustainable when you try to work at that type of level that people talk about. So on today's show, I'm going to discuss why and how we need to move away from that grind mentality to the system mentality. Now, I've heard so many gurus talk about, I'm going to outwork you. Nobody's going to outwork you. I'm not going to say any names out here, right? I wake up at 3 o'clock every morning and I work 20 hours a day. Nobody's going to outwork me. Well, to me, that's BS. And in all honesty, you can't work at maximum efficiency unless you're getting enough rest. Have you ever tried to take a test in high school or college and you've been up cramming the whole night and you barely got any sleep? Then you get into the test and your mind isn't even functioning at maximum capacity. So all of that, I'm grinding and stuff, that sounds good. But if you look for a plan that's going to get you further or take you to a level that you've never been before, you need to understand how to systematize your business. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's talk first about the grind mentality. So it's the belief that success comes from constant hard work, long hours, and a never-ending hustle. Now, we need to invest time and hustle into our business. Yes, that is true. But if that's the only way you think you can grow a business, then you're sadly mistaken. Because here's some of the factors that happen when you continue to grind, as you say all the time. Okay. Number one is characterized by the idea that pushing yourself to the limit is necessary. And you can do that periodically, but you can't push yourself to the limit day after day after day and be sharp. Okay, sacrificing sleep, personal time, and sometimes health is not the necessary way to be successful, guys. There are people I know that are like, they're working a full-time job and then they're working another full-time job with their business. And you need to do that for some period of time, but it is not sustainable. Now this mindset also promotes the notion that the more you grind, the more you're going to succeed. And that's basically equating busyness with productivity and worthiness. So just because you're busy doesn't mean you're productive. I used to tell a lot of my loan officers all the time, if just walking around with a file, going online, doing busy work, that's not productive work. So that's that grind mentality, okay? And the grind mentality is driven by several factors, including societal glorification of overwork. You see it on Instagram all the time. Oh, yeah, I'm grinding. I'm there. I'm flying here. I'm flying there. I'm grinding. I'm doing this. I'm jumping out of helicopters whose doors are closed. I don't know if y'all seen that Instagram cat. I don't even know who this fool was. And he was supposedly jumping out of a helicopter and the door was closed. And so the glorification of overwork is permeating social media. Okay. Also, the fear of missing out on opportunities. So you're going to keep doing things and looking at different opportunities, overstressing yourself and overworking yourself, and you're not really being productive. Another component of our mentality that loves the grind is that the belief of success is a direct result of relentless effort. Of course, you got to put effort into your business, but sometimes you got to work smarter, not harder. Okay. Now let's talk about some of the effects of that grind mentality. And like I said, it's permeating all over social media. And a lot of people feel that if they're not grinding like that, hustling like crazy, then they're not doing anything. But here's some of the effects of grinding. It can lead you to burnout. Once again, if you're working 20 hours a day for 2 weeks straight, you're not even going to be in your right mind. You can't work at maximum efficiency like that. So you can actually burn yourself out. Also, it can decrease your quality of life. There has to be some balance in your life. We're all in business to make money. I get it. Been there, done that, doing that as we speak. But there's certain things that you have to have balance, and you have to get enough rest so you can work at maximum efficiency. You have to be able to diversify what you do during the day so you don't burn yourself out and your quality of life is something that you look for. You don't start a business to have a horrible quality of life, right? And ironically, it can often hinder your long-term success and sustainability. So if you have that grind mentality, a lot of times that's actually getting in your way because once again, it's not sustainable. So you can't do this. So don't believe all the hype when you hear these gurus talking about they're up at 3 a.m. every morning and they're working 20 hours a day. It's not sustainable, and don't try to copy it. One of my friends used to work in the music industry, and he was telling me about this music guy that's very successful. And he said the guy didn't get up till about 12 in the afternoon, but he worked from like 2 all the way to about 12 or 1 or 2 in the morning. So it all depends on what you need to do or what makes you comfortable in terms of the hours that you work and that you put into your business. Now, it's also going to be determined based on what industry you're in, and you may need to be up from 9 to 5 to be able to deal with your prospects and customers and the people you need to talk to. Or it could be something where you don't have to deal directly with consumers or customers, and you can do what you need to do behind the scenes based on the times that are right for you or make sense for you. So once again, guys, you have to create your own schedule, and don't fall in love and get tricked by this grind mentality, because half of these fools that you see on Instagram, number one, aren't even doing what they say they're doing. And number two, they're not grinding like that. You need balance in your life. A successful entrepreneur, guys, needs balance in their life in respect to rest and also exercise, because we're talking about trying to function at maximum efficiency. So there's an old story that I forgot who told me this. I think my dad told me, and I actually read it somewhere too. I'm going to paraphrase. But there were two guys that were in this contest of chopping down the tree, right? Two big oak trees, and they were betting each other who could chop down the tree the fastest. So one guy, big and strong guy, he's chopping like crazy, chopping. His pace was outpacing the other guy. Now, the smaller guy was chopping the tree, but periodically he would actually stop and go sharpen his axe. And so as the big guy was chopping, his axe was getting duller and duller and duller, making it harder for him to cut that tree down. And what happened was the guy that stopped to sharpen his axe periodically ended up chopping the tree down first and winning the contest. And the reason he won it was because he took the time to sharpen his tools. He didn't go crazy, balls to the wall, and just, not stop. And the axe got dull. He actually took the time to sharpen tools, and you can actually equate that to resting and exercise. You have to get the proper amount of rest to be at maximum efficiency. You have to exercise to be in the best health you can be to be at maximum efficiency. As an entrepreneur, as a student, as an employee, whatever it is, you need those components, and you need to have that balance in life. So all that grind and hustle mentality, a lot of that isn't even directed energy. A lot of it is haphazard. You don't have a system. You don't have a program. All you're doing is activity. And activity does not equate to productivity. So recognize and understand that, okay? Now let's talk about the paradigm shift from divorcing the grind mentality to marrying the system mentality. So in contrast, more and more entrepreneurs understand and recognize that there's an importance in balance, okay? You also have strategic planning and implementation of systems to achieve efficiency and scalability. Systems are levers. Systems create leverage, which allow you to grow and scale better than just hustling or grinding, okay? So you want to shift away from the grind mentality towards more of a balanced approach that emphasizes the value of working smarter, not harder, and the critical role and well-being in sustained entrepreneurial success. Sustainability, right? You can sustain when you have systems in place. Now, let's talk about some benefits of having systems in your business. Benefit number one, you can achieve greater efficiency. So tasks that can be managed by a business system are usually routine and repetitive. So in these activities, they can be automated with technology, which means you have more efficiency. Say somebody comes to your website and they're interested in one of your products. They can go on the website and look at a tutorial of how to use the product and how to get in touch with the sales rep. So that's efficiency. Somebody doesn't have to be there 24/7, 365 to walk them through that. So that's a benefit of having a system. Benefit number two, make sure your tasks are consistent. So when you have a system, everything is consistent. So in the example I just used of somebody going onto a website and wanted information on a product, that system creates consistency. So everybody is getting the same email autoresponder and the same sequence. So it makes tasks consistent. That's another benefit of systemization in your business. Number three, your staff is clear on expectations. So if you have a business with employees, then you have systems for each role. And so that staff person or that employee knows what their expectations are because everything is systemized. So just like McDonald's, they have systems for everything, for the fries, the burgers, everything is systemized. So when somebody comes in a new position, that position has certain systems that they have to adhere to. Okay. Number 4, benefit of a system mentality, scale at a faster rate. So when you develop systems, they act as levers or give you leverage. So if you have a sales system, that allows you to scale at a faster rate. Once again, the hustle and the grind mentality, you don't have systems in place. You're doing everything and you're super busy and you're super active, but you're not super productive. So when you have a system or systems in place, you can scale at a faster rate. Number 5 benefit, streamlining the process. So when systems are written down or a set of a flow chart is written down, you understand what the process is. Anybody can jump in once they see the process and then take over. That's why you want to have your system set up for every aspect of your business. But the most important system you need when you start a business is your sales system. And that sales system is broken down into 3 subsystems: your lead generation system, your fulfillment system, and your referral system. Okay? Lead generation system, fulfillment system, and referral system. This encompasses your sales system. So you need to have qualified leads, right? So you can sell to. Those leads that are converted into sales, those sales need to be fulfilled. It could be a physical product, digital product, whatever, but you have to deliver those products or services. And then you have to have a referral system. And that system is going to help scale your business by talking to customers or interacting with current customers or prospects to generate additional business. That's what we're talking about. And benefit number 6 is control without micromanaging. Control without micromanaging. So effective systems give business owners control that things are getting done because the systems are being operated and they're being worked. So now you don't have to micromanage everybody. You have systems that can do that. And once again, when you have systems, you're able to scale and grow. So many of us work in the business as opposed to on the business. And the reason that usually happens is because you haven't created a system that will take yourself out of the working in the business, which would allow you to work on the business. So you need to replace yourself with systems or somebody. Okay. So those are the benefits of being able to have a systematized business. Now, let's talk about the types of systems. I talked about the sales system briefly, and it has 3 subsystems. You have your lead gen system, your fulfillment system, and your referral system. Every business needs this. This is where you start off when you build systems. And I'm going to come back to this real quick, but let me tell you some other systems that you may need. You need a payroll system if you have employees. You also need operations. You need systems for operations. So everybody needs to know what they're supposed to do and how operations are working. Okay. You need an inventory system if you have physical products. And also you need a workforce management system for HR and things of that nature. So these are the other type of systems that you need. But as an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, or somebody that's just starting out, the number one system you have to focus on is a sales system. And I'm going to break this down a little bit more in depth. Number 1, you need a lead generation system, right? So the biggest issue with most businesses that aren't successful is that they don't have enough qualified people to talk to. It's pretty simple. Being a serial entrepreneur for 25 plus years and being a business coach, this is one of the biggest issues why people don't make money. If you're in the mortgage business, you're looking for your next deal. If you're in an insurance business, you're a business coach, you're looking for your next prospect or qualified prospect to talk to. If you sell a physical product, you're looking for the next prospect so you can sell your product or service to. So you have to have a lead generation system in place that's going to work 24/7, 365 to make people raise their hand and qualify themselves. And then you start the process of trying to convert that prospect into a customer. And I mentioned this on several shows before. The number one metric I look at every morning, the first one, is not how much money is in my bank account. It's how many new people did I put in my database? Because I know the larger my database becomes, the more money I'm going to make, because I have systems in place to nurture those prospects and convert them to actual customers. The second thing I look at is actually the bank account. And it's a correlation. The more qualified leads you have, the more sales you're going to have. So if you're sitting around right now in your business and you're about to go out of business because you don't have qualified leads, you definitely need to jump on and get into the program. I need more leads.pro. Go to ineedmoreleads.pro. The investment is a one-time investment of only $29, and it literally can be the difference between you sitting there twiddling your thumbs or you out there making money and living your dreams. So you have to have a lead generation system. Secondly, a fulfillment system I touched on. Whatever you sell. Now, if it's a digital product, the fulfillment is probably pretty simple. It may be a download or a link to a video or something of that nature, or an ebook or whatever. But if it's a physical product, you have to pick, pack, and ship it. Or you can hire somebody to do the physical fulfillment for you. Okay, so you have to make sure your customers' expectations are met when it comes to the actual product and also the fulfillment. So how many of you go to Amazon and you may spend a few more dollars for the same product on Amazon that's on another website, because Amazon is going to get that product to you either the same day or the next day or 2 days. So you're paying for that convenience. So fulfillment and the expectation of your fulfillment system has to be met. So if you're drop shipping something from China and a customer buys it, they need to know that this is probably going to take 10 days for you to actually get that order. So the fulfillment is key. So you have the lead gen system, the fulfillment system. And here's something that we always, or not always, but many entrepreneurs forget, is to have a real, not a, calling somebody up every once in a while or sending an email for referrals, but a real referral system in place. Okay. And that could be a series of email autoresponders. It could be an email blast, but you need to have a referral system in place. You've already invested to get somebody as a customer. Use that database to be able to leverage and grow your business. This is one of the things that people don't do and when they try to scale. Number one, a lot of people don't even have a database, which is mind-boggling to me at this point, especially if you listen to this podcast, because I talk about database building all the time, platform building, database building. You need to be able to get in contact with your customers, and you need to utilize and leverage your customers for referrals. Your sales system is your number one system that you have to create and implement. Everything else can come a little later, because if you don't have the leads, you don't have the sales, you don't have revenue, and you don't have a business. So whatever you do, focus on that. And it doesn't have to be this grandiose lead generation system. Okay. Once again, you don't have to learn how to use ClickFunnels and a lot of these clunky funnel building softwares. You literally can use ConvertKit. You can use MailChimp, Aweber. You can use platforms like that. And you want to build your database. So email autoresponders are a major component of building a lead generation system. Okay. So go to the program if you want to learn more, if you want to grow and scale, if you want to save your business, if you're about to go out of business, go to ineedmoreleads.pro and enroll. It's only $29. And I'm telling you right now, it's the best $29 you're ever going to invest in yourself and your business. Now, before we get to the last segment of the show, let me just share all my social media contact information and resource links. I mentioned just now, ineedmoreleads.pro. Check it out. It's something that you do not want to miss. If you want to grow and scale your business, if you want to save your business, I need more leads.pro.pro. Now, if you want to get in touch with me, anything long, hit me on my email, jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, Facebook, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, Twitter, jjones001. Instagram, I have 2 IG accounts. The first one is jjones for real, JAYJONES, the number 4, REAL. Second one is Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Also connect with me on LinkedIn. Just search for J Jones Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, and also YouTube. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. We have additional content on YouTube that is not on the show. So go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, hit that subscribe button. Also, for all first-time listeners, we drop new episodes every Monday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on all your major podcast platforms and YouTube. So wherever you're listening to this or watching this, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be alerted when the new episodes come out. All right. Also, don't forget to check out the website, guys. We spent a lot of money to revamp the whole website. We have tons of resources on blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Hit the Learn tab and you'll have resources on scaling and growing your business, mindset, e-commerce, marketing, anything you need, guys, to help you elevate your entrepreneur IQ, and it is free. So go to blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Everything I just told you is also on the website. Now, let's get back to the last segment of the show, and it's really just a little recap that I want to go over and emphasize how important systems are versus the grind and hustle mentality. That's only going to take you to a certain level. It's just like in boxing, skills pay the bills. You could be the hardest puncher out there, but if you can't find something to hit, you're going to get outboxed for 12 rounds. And so skills pay the bills. And the skill of an entrepreneur, one of the biggest skills, I should say, is systemization. Systemization is going to take you where grind and hustle could never take you. You're going to need that grind and hustle in certain occasions, but it's not sustainable. It is not sustainable, guys. Trust me. Trust me. I've actually called a guru that I know, a good friend of a friend who I became friendly with, who said that they wake up X time in the morning. So I actually called that. I was just trying to find out, see if this cat is really what he's talking about. Picked up the phone. Oh, man, he was all asleep. I was like, yo, man, I thought you was up. Oh, man, that not every day, blah. So I started cracking up, and I'm like, yeah, that's the stuff that a lot of people put on social media. So all of that grind and hustle is good, but you have to have an efficiency in your business. You have to have systems in your business, levers. Levers cause leverage. So that's being able to utilize and leverage systems to grow and scale where grind and hustle will never be able to take you. Now, I say this each and every week because it's true. We get more and more downloads because of you, the BEB family. I appreciate you guys so much. Please continue to spread the word about the podcast, the new website, blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, with tons of resources. Also, don't forget to go to ineedmoreleads.pro.pro if you need to continue to grow and scale your business, if you're about to go out of business, or you just need to break through to the next level. ineedmoreleads.pro. Remember, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. It's about building a worldwide economic power base in the Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. Love you guys. See you same time next week. Peace.